I want to talk about the new bill that's going to be introduced by my colleague Pearse Doherty in the Dáil tomorrow. It's the No Consent, No Sale bill. And the central message of the bill is quite simple but fundamental. A loan secured by a mortgage of a residential property may not be transferred without the written consent of the borrower. Now, this is already in the voluntary code of conduct that the banks are supposed to adhere to, and even several years ago, since Michael Noonan said that should be best practice amongst all of the banks. Yet the flouting of this principle has left families in limbo and many more worried about the future. The bill aims to place control back into the hands of customers. A mortgage is the most important product that most people will purchase in their lives, and it's a commitment over many years that requires people to be able to plan and budget for unforeseen circumstances. And what's happening in terms of these mortgages being sold off, and many of these mortgages are performing mortgages. They're mortgages where maybe interest rate only mortgages, or mortgages where deals have been struck with the banks. And to all intents and purposes, all of these consumers are rightfully think that they have performing mortgages because they're in constant contact with the banks. They're not the people, the small, very small cohort of people who refuse to pay their mortgages. They are those who are doing their best. There may be those who, because of the recklessness of the very same banking institutions, lost their jobs in the huge recession that we've had. So now, on top of the banks being instrumental in them losing their jobs and the downturn in the economy, the very same banks are coming back and selling off the most thing that is treasured to them, their home and their mortgages, to vulture funds. That cannot be allowed to happen, and this is a bill that will ensure that this cannot happen without the consent of the borrower.